New activity today. This is the pink Digitile activity. In my room, there's a set of Digitiles. There's 20 different cards, and they're each titled. For example, this is card number 1. In order to get credit for the pink Digitiles, you need to copy each problem on a sheet of note paper. So you first want to take out a sheet of note paper and put your name on it. Make sure to put what the card is. So this is pink Digitile number 1. The way Digitiles work is that you have to solve each of these problems, and then in the boxes you use these digits for your answers. But you can only use each digit once. So your first step would be to copy the first problems down. So I'm going to pause the recorder and do that. Once the problem's copied down, show your work and follow the order of operations. So when I look at this problem, I realize that I have no parentheses and exponents, so I'm going to do the multiplication. And that gives me 5 times 4 is 20. And then I can do this multiplication, 18. I have to do the multiplication before I do the addition. Then I continue the process. Now I only have addition, so I'm going to work left to right. So 1 and 20 make 21, plus 18. And when I add 21 and 18, I get 39. So that's my answer. So I go over to the Digitile card. And you can slip this card into your clear view. Don't write on the card. And then you can put a 3 here and a 9 here. And then once you use a 3 and a 9, you won't be able to use it again. It's a good idea on your own sheet to write the digits up here. That way, every time you use a digit, you can cross it out. So I've used 3, and I've used 9. Now I'm going to copy the next problem down. Once that's copied down, I'll work that problem out. So I look at this, and I have no parentheses and exponents, and I only have division, so I'm going to do that first. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So now I'm going to work left to right. 9 minus 2 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. So I'm going to cross out the 1 and the 5. And then that's what would belong in these boxes. Now I'm going to copy the third problem down. Working the third problem out, I do parentheses first, so 6 times 6 plus 4. Then I work left to right with the multiplication because, well, I'm going to do multiplication before I do addition. And then I get 40. So on my own paper, just to make sure, I have a 4 and a 0, so I'm going to cross 4 and 0 out. So the answer for this problem is 40. So I continue this process, and I'm going to copy the next problem down. So now I look at this next problem, number 4. I don't see any parentheses or exponents. I don't see any division. So I'm going to do the multiplication. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 1 is 7. 8 times 0 is 0. And now I can just do the addition. So that's 28 plus 0, which is 28. And so I'm going to go to the top of my paper cross out the 2 and the 8. And then the answer to this one would be 2 and 8, so 28. Another thing, before I go to the 5th problem, make sure, I think I should have said off to the right, put the little boxes, because that's the way I'm going to be able to tell what your answers are. Because sometimes the missing values are not off to the right, which is what you're going to see on problem 5. So I'm just putting the missing boxes. Oops. Let me fix that. Sorry about that. I'm going to fill in the mixing boxes off to the right. So like problem 3 was 40. And I keep doing that all the way down. The reason is sometimes the box is right in the middle and I won't know. So this one, you have to figure out what this is equal to, and you don't know what's in the missing box, so you have to just work your way through the problem. What you do know is that you still have the digits 6 and 7 left over. So you can do a guess and check. You can plug the 6 in the box and try the problem. So in the parentheses, I have to do the multiply first. So 20, bring the 6 down, and the 2, and continue with the parentheses. Work in the parentheses to get 26 plus 2, which is 28. Then bring that divide 4 down. 28 divided by 4 is 7. So the 7 is the correct value. So that is the last in here. And that's what goes in the boxes. Also, I just noticed for some reason the equal signs disappeared here. Once you have your paper completed, you're going to clip it to your blue activity sheet. And then you can turn it in and I'll correct it. If you have the right answer, like anything else, I'll add a sticker to your blue activity sheet on whichever digitile you've accomplished.